Hello, this is Chef Fox, Chef You Make Chef Pans for High Hole Productions, and today we're going to talk about knife skills and knife safety. So one of the first things to think about for knife safety is actually your cutting board and making sure your cutting board doesn't slide around when you're trying to use it. Most countertops are fairly slick, so one of the best things to do is just to take a dish towel and lay it down and put your cutting board on top of it. It doesn't slide at all, and if something gets on the counter, it's actually getting on the towel, and you have less cleanup afterwards. So I have a nice sharp chef knife. Sharp knives are safe knives. Dull knives, you have to push too hard and increases the likelihood that you'll slip and cut yourself. So I'm going to start with a piece of celery, and I'm going to demonstrate the safe way of holding this. My fingertips are not going to be out like that. My fingertips are going to be curled under in what we call a claw. I'm going to hold this knife right at the balance point of the blade, and I'm going to run the knife up and down on my knuckle. So I'm going to cut through at an angle since I'm doing a bias cut, and I'm going to be moving my fingers back slowly as I move the knife to the next cut. And really your focus should be on being smooth, being accurate, and being safe. Speed comes later with practice. So these cuts are all similar in size, they're similar in shape, and I definitely had my fingertips out of the way when I was cutting. So this bias cut would be perfect for like a vegetable stir fry. If you're going to cut up celery for a soup, say, and wanted to go straight across, still put your fingers back in the claw, give your knife a guide, and go slowly and carefully. So one thing you might try, stuff like celery, if you cut straight down, sometimes pieces get stuck together. So I was actually doing a back and forth choo-choo train motion like that, and it helps cut those fibers on the celery. So this would be the cut that I would use for like a chicken noodle soup or something like that. Okay, now we're going to look at a carrot, and one of the things to think about on a carrot is the safety of cutting something that rolls when you're trying to keep it under control. So I'm going to cut this carrot here like that. Now, keeping my fingers out of the way, I'm going to cut the carrot in half and give myself a squared off surface to work from. If you really want round carrot slices, you can do that, but just for dicing, for in soups and salads, chances are you don't want a medallion cut anyway, and so this will be perfectly appropriate just to do half carrot, and it's way safer because I have a squared off carrot to work from. You definitely don't want your vegetable to wobble on you. So same idea, I'm going to have my fingers in a claw with my fingertips back. I'm definitely not leaving my thumb out here. That's a mistake people make. They think they're safe with their hand in a claw, but their thumb is sticking out. My thumb is back. I am moving the knife and not moving the product. If you start pushing the product forward, you're pushing your fingertips towards the blade. So this is the same cut as I just did for the celery a second ago. If you would like to do a longer, more elegant cut for a stir fry, you would do the bias cut like I did originally for the celery. I'll cut that piece off here. It's at a long angle, and so it gives us this shape. And again, your goal is to be about the same thickness and the same size on all the pieces so they cook at the same speed. So now for a quick vocabulary term, Mirepoix. It's a French term. It is the basis of a huge percentage of European cooking. It's 25% celery, 25% carrot, and 50% onion. That's the vegetables that'll go in your stock. That's going to be what starts out a lot of your recipes. So if I were to cut up an onion into this mix, I'd be set to go make some turkey stock for Thanksgiving.